Chapter 31 of Angel Food, Little Talks to Little Folks by Reverend Gerald T. Brennan. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Maria Therese. An elephant never forgets. An elephant! Doesn't that make you think of a circus? The circus always has swell elephants. The elephants do all kinds of tricks. They walk on their hind legs. They sit on little chairs. They even dance. To me, the elephants are the best part of the circus. People say that an elephant never forgets. If you hurt an elephant, he will always be mad at you. If you are kind to an elephant, the elephant will always like you. An elephant never forgets. Let me tell you a story about an elephant called Crino. Crino was an elephant who could not forget. One day Crino was walking through the woods. Crino stepped on the branch of a tree, and a great big sliver went into his foot. The sliver hurt an awful lot. In fact, it hurt so much that after a while Crino couldn't walk any more. He was in terrible pain, and he began to cry. Just then Freddie Allen came along. Freddie was only a little boy, and, when he saw the elephant, he got scared and ran away. He told his father about the elephant, and his father got a gun. Freddie and his father started back for the elephant. Freddie's father was almost going to shoot the elephant when Freddie's father heard the elephant cry. Slowly Freddie and his father crept up to the elephant. Freddie's father aimed the gun at Crino, but Crino never moved. They suddenly noticed his foot was swollen. They looked at Crino's foot closely, and sure enough they saw the great big sliver. Freddie's father pulled out a knife and took out the sliver, and just as soon as the sliver was taken out, the elephant bowed his head and hobbled away. 2 years later a big circus came to town. For weeks Freddie Allen had saved his pennies. He wanted to go to the circus. He had 25 cents. And so Freddie bought a seat in the bleachers. Of course, it wasn't a very good seat, but Freddie thought it was just swell. It was a grand circus. The bands played, the pretty girls swung on the trapeze, and the clowns danced. Pretty soon it was time for the elephants to act. And what do you think happened? Crino was one of the elephants, and when Crino came out and saw Freddie sitting in the bleachers, he ran out of the ring and over to the bleachers. Crino put out his trunk, and then Crino wrapped his trunk right around Freddie, lifted Freddie up out of the bleachers, carried him over, and dropped him down right in one of the $2 seats. So Freddie got the best seat at the circus, and all because an elephant never forgets. Children, an elephant isn't the only one who never forgets. I think that we're all like the elephant. If a lady gives me candy or a piece of pie every day, why, I'll say that she is the best lady on our street. I can't forget anyone who is good to me. If that lady ever asks me to help her, I am Johnny on the spot. Be kind to me, and I shall never forget. Now, boys and girls, I know a place all full of people who never forget, and that place is Purgatory. Purgatory, you know, is the place where you go after you die, if you have venial sins on your soul. You have to pay for your sins down in Purgatory before you can go to heaven. Well, down in Purgatory there are hundreds of people who can't help themselves. They can't pray for themselves. They can't go to Mass. They can't go to confession or communion. And there they suffer day after day. They are waiting and crying out to you to help them. Maybe some poor little soul down in Purgatory needs just one little Hail Mary to get him to heaven. Maybe one communion will let some poor soul out of Purgatory. Gee, boys and girls, let's do something for them down there. Let's help them. Let's say that Hail Mary for them. Let's offer our Holy Communion for them this morning. If you do that, I'll promise this. Some day, when you are suffering in Purgatory, those poor souls will not forget you. When it comes time for you to be suffering in Purgatory, those poor souls will get you out quickly. Yes, the poor souls will never forget. They will be just like Crino. The poor souls will lift you up out of the quarter seats in Purgatory and drop you down in the $2 seats in heaven. Won't that be swell? End of chapter 31. End of Angel Food. Little Talks to Little Folks by Rev. Gerald T. Brennan.